Right now, ordinary-looking people are walking into your local Walmart, completely ignoring the standard grocery aisles, and quietly cleaning the shelves of items they will never, ever post about online. These are 12 Walmart items preppers are hiding from you. Number 12. Mylar bags. If you are investing your hard-earned money into long-term food storage, but relying exclusively on standard plastic buckets, you are setting yourself up for failure. Standard food-grade plastic is surprisingly porous on a microscopic level. Oxygen molecules slowly bleed right through those walls over the years, meaning your food is actively oxidizing. Mylar completely flips the script. It is a specialized polyester film laminated with aluminum, creating a zero permeability barrier against oxygen and moisture. When you seal your dry goods inside a Mylar bag, you create a biologically inert environment where degradation simply cannot happen. White rice and Mylar lasts over a quarter century. Number 11. Pure petroleum jelly, Vaseline. You probably associate Vaseline with chapped lips in the winter, but in the prepping community, this is viewed as an absolute powerhouse of survival utility. Modern dermatological studies show that coating minor lacerations in petroleum jelly promotes faster, cleaner tissue regeneration than many over-the-counter antibiotic ointments. It creates a complete occlusive barrier that locks moisture in and keeps dangerous aerobic bacteria out. But it goes beyond first aid. If you thoroughly saturate standard cotton balls in petroleum jelly, you instantly have waterproof fire starters that will burn for several minutes, even in damp conditions. You can also use it to protect high-carbon steel blades from rusting. Number 10. Unscented household bleach. When you stroll down the laundry aisle, you probably see standard unscented bleach as nothing more than a way to keep your socks crisp. But seasoned preppers view a jug of 8.25% sodium hypochlorite as a non-negotiable emergency tool. In a total grid-down scenario where municipal water treatment facilities go offline, your ability to chemically purify water is what keeps you out of the hospital. According to official environmental protection guidelines, just a few drops of pure, unscented bleach can effectively treat a gallon of questionable water, neutralizing microscopic biological threats. Furthermore, if sewage systems back up, a diluted bleach solution acts as a hospital-grade disinfectant. Number 9. Activated charcoal capsules. This is an item you will find sitting quietly over in the pharmacy section, and it is something every medically prepared individual keeps on hand. Activated charcoal works through a fascinating biological process called absorption. The surface of this charcoal is highly porous at a microscopic level. When someone ingests specific types of toxins, swallowing activated charcoal allows those dangerous compounds to chemically bind to the porous surface, trapping them before they can be absorbed through the stomach lining. It is utilized in emergency rooms globally as a rapid first line of defense for overdoses. Number 8. Canned sardines in olive oil. I know what you are thinking. Sardines aren't exactly glamorous, but they are a niche survival powerhouse you are seriously missing out on. While most preppers stockpile canned tuna, tuna carries a much higher risk of heavy metal accumulation, like mercury. Sardines sit right at the bottom of the food chain, meaning they are incredibly clean biologically. When packed in high-quality olive oil, you get absolute ingredient transparency. Just fish, oil, and salt, completely avoiding toxic preservatives and chemical stabilizers found in processed meats. You are getting a massive dose of complete protein, readily absorbed calcium, and crucial omega-3 fatty acids vital for preventing mental fatigue under extreme survival stress. Number 7. Oxygen absorbers. These tiny packets are the ultimate tag team partner for your Mylar bags. An oxygen absorber is essentially a small pouch filled with iron powder and salt. When you expose it to the air and seal it inside a container, a chemical reaction physically binds the available oxygen molecules to the iron, effectively rusting it. Within 24 hours, the oxygen level inside your sealed bag drops to basically zero. Why does this matter? Well, because almost all the things that destroy your food, like aerobic bacteria, mold, and microscopic insect larvae, absolutely require oxygen to survive. By eliminating the oxygen, you prevent fats from going rancid and ensure the nutritional density remains high without toxic preservatives. Number 6. Bulk rolled oats. Most people grab the iconic cardboard cylinder of oats without a second thought. But the cardboard canister is practically useless for true preparedness because it allows ambient humidity and air to easily penetrate, accelerating the breakdown of natural oils. Experienced preppers buy massive bulk bags and immediately transfer them into long-term mylar storage. Oats are the ultimate slow-burning survival fuel. They are packed with complex carbohydrates, complete protein, and unique antioxidants. Best of all, they require almost zero fuel to prepare. If you are low on propane, you don't even need to boil them. Soak them in cold water overnight, and by morning, you have a fully hydrated, energy-dense meal. Number 5. Crisco vegetable shortening. Let's be real for a second. Crisco has an image problem, viewed as an outdated ingredient for unhealthy baking. But through the lens of pure survival mechanics, it is a phenomenally valuable asset. Vegetable shortening undergoes a specific hydrogenation process that stabilizes the fat molecules, making it vastly more resistant to oxidation and rancidity than normal liquid vegetable oils. Properly stored shortening remains functionally stable far beyond its 2-year label. Beyond frying your rice and beans, pure shortening can be scooped into a dish with a wick to create a long-lasting emergency candle. Number 4. Pool shock, calcium hypochlorite. This is one of the most closely guarded secrets in the preparedness community, sitting right out in the open in the garden center. We already discussed liquid bleach, but its fatal flaw is that it naturally degrades within a year. Pool shock completely solves this problem. This is calcium hypochlorite in a highly stable granular form. A single 1-pound bag, sealed tightly in an airtight container, will retain its full chemical potency for up to 10 years. And the math is absolutely staggering. That single $5 bag contains enough chlorine potential to safely purify up to 10,000 gallons of drinking water, giving you a permanent, hyper-efficient solution for off-grid water security. Number 3. Peanut butter powder. Regular peanut butter is usually a staple in every prepper's cabinet, but it has a glaring fatal flaw. The natural oils inside will eventually oxidize and go rancid. Once that jar sits on a shelf long enough, it turns foul and becomes entirely inedible. Powdered peanut butter solves this problem beautifully by mechanically pressing out almost all of those volatile oils before packaging. What you are left with is a bone-dry powder that boasts a ridiculously long shelf life and an incredibly high protein concentration, without relying on hidden chemical additives. Just add a little water, and you instantly have a high-protein spread. You can also mix the dry powder straight into your morning oats. Number 2. Bulk iodized salt. Most people buy one tiny salt shaker and assume they are ready for the apocalypse. They aren't even close. Salt is geologically stable, meaning it literally never expires. You could pull pure salt out of an ancient tomb, and it would be perfectly safe to consume today. But the reason you need to buy massive 50-pound bags is that salt is fundamentally critical to human biology. Your nervous system, muscle contractions, and hydration balance absolutely require sodium to function. Furthermore, salt is the oldest off-grid preservation technology on the planet. With enough salt, you can cure and preserve raw meat, extending its lifespan for months without needing a single watt of electricity. Number 1. Distilled water. You can have all the freeze-dried meals and oats in the world, but if you don't have water, your survival timeline drops from months down to mere hours. The human body begins to suffer severe cognitive decline and physical degradation within just 24 hours of extreme dehydration. The reason experienced preppers load up on 1-gallon jugs of distilled water every time they go to the store is because of its extreme purity. Unlike regular spring water, which contains trace minerals and microscopic biological elements that can eventually stagnate, distilled water is pure H2O. Because it lacks those dissolved solids, distilled water has a genuinely indefinite shelf life as long as it is kept sealed.